Days after India Today unmasked Hurriyat leaders on camera, our crew was targeted by, Yasin Malik, by the Valley's villains. First, it was Hurriyat leaders who had threatened our managing editor Rahul Kanwal during a live show. It was Naeem Khan who, in fact, threatened Rahul Kanwal, managing editor of India Today, while that discussion was taking place, asking him to, remove the story, to get it off air, and all this followed by an attack that was made on not just our correspondent Kamaljeet Sandhu, but even our camera person. JKLF chief Yasin Malik went to the extent of even smashing her phone. The visuals that you're seeing right now on your screens. Our video journalist was also not spared. He received bruises, injuries to his neck after there was a physical fight that broke out between our crew and Yasin Malik. Can you imagine? In fact, our crew there landing at the residence of Yasin Malik only to get a reaction on India Today's investigative report. And this is how they were manhandled. I'm going to go straight across now to Kamaljeet for more details and updates on this. Kamaljeet, this is absolutely deplorable. This is one of the most despicable act, the kind of attack that took place on you and, our camera person as well. I just want you to take me through, and our viewers, the sequence of events. First of all, what exactly had happened?
See, in the morning, we decided we'll get reactions from Hurriyat leaders. This is something we were tasked to do. We tried to call Shabir Shah. He answered our phone call, but he said he's not available for a comment. Then we tried speaking to Yasin Malik. He did not take our calls, but we all knew where Yasin Malik stays in Mysuma. I've been covering Kashmir for almost 15 years now. His house is thrown away from Lal Chowk itself. And we've spoken to him on a number of occasions. He's talked to us on most occasions on a very reasonable level. We know he's short-tempered, but never earlier did we see this kind of behavior. We rang the doorbell. Somebody we thought was his sister came out, spoke from the second floor. She said, "Why don't you come upstairs?" So the camera person and I, we removed our shoes, which is a tradition in Kashmir. We walked up the stairs. She knocked on the door. She went inside Yasin Malik's room. We stood at the door. We did not enter his room. He was lying down. So we told him, we introduced, we said, we are from India Today. We've come here to take a reaction on the sting operation, that whether Hurriyat wants to condone or condemn this particular statement that Naeem Khan had made, that he had burned down 35 schools. Also a reaction perhaps that even though some of the Hurriyat leaders are accused of goading the school children onto street, some of their own children are studying abroad. This is the question I had posed him while his relative, perhaps his sister, was standing very much inside. He got so annoyed that he walked across, he made a dash across the thing and he accused us. He said, "You are working for an agency." He said, "You're not an India Today reporter." We said, "We've been reporting here for many years. We've come here to just seek a response that he's not one of the leaders that we have stung. We just want a reaction, whether he condemns the attack itself of this kind." On the other hand, he took away my mobile phone, he assaulted my camera person, he broke the phone. That's simply, which was not a reaction I was expecting. When he snatched away my phone, I told him, "If you do not wish to react, we'll walk away from your house. We will leave that you do not wish to react." But that's not the option he had.
Right.
He took out anger on us. We are a reporter on ground. We've been reporting here. None of the other Hurriyat leaders have behaved in a manner that he has behaved in. This is really unbecoming, because this is not some other low-level leader. This is a JKLF leader himself.
True.
He is expected to be a tall leader of Hurriyat conference, but his behavior was completely unbecoming. He was not even apologetic. He asked us, we hurriedly did retreat because we feared a more assault from him. But this is simply not acceptable, simply not done. If he didn't want to speak to us, he could have shut the door on us. He could have asked us to leave, but simply breaking the phone, assaulting the camera person, not done.
No, absolutely. It's absolutely condemnable. We have managing editor TV Today, Rahul Kanwal, also joining us for more on this. Rahul, it's absolutely shocking. First that threat that was made to you by Naeem Khan during a live show, and now the assault on India Today's crew.
What he said on air during the live broadcast was only a tenth, Avantika, of what he was trying to do. Coming with a bunch of cronies to our Srinagar bureau office, trying to threaten us, intimidate us, browbeat us into withdrawing this story, and then when that failed, walking away and then going underground. And now Hurriyat leader JKLF chief Yasin Malik beating up our crew in Srinagar. You know, hats off to Kamaljeet Sandhu and video journalist Vinod for the way they've stood their ground. Kamaljeet is a very, very brave reporter. We're very proud of what she's done. Remember, she went in with his knowledge that she's coming. It's not as if she went in without informing him. They had a conversation earlier, and during the conversation to start smashing phones, to beat up our journalists. He had blood coming out. Those pictures are so gory. This is the way these crooks behave. These are terrorists by their own admission. Naeem Khan, in what he's admitted to having done on camera, has accepted that he's guilty of terrorism. And what I can tell our viewers now is that the National Investigative Agency has started inquiring into this. Their officers are looking at this entire investigation very closely, and we've been told by the highest levels in government that action against the Hurriyat will be swift, it will be forthcoming, and it will happen very soon.
This attack that was, made by Yasin Malik on Kamaljeet and Vinod, the visuals that we're seeing right now on our screens is not just despicable, but it's also an indication of, their kind of nervousness, the sudden nervousness that one is getting to see amongst the separatists after that investigative report. This, in a way, is perhaps also an admission of guilt, isn't it? When India Today showed just how the top senior Kashmiri separatists on camera have been heard admitting to receiving funds from across the border.
You know, Avantika, what would be a rational response to an investigation of this nature? Let's assume that Naeem Khan, Bitta Karate are bad eggs, solitary bad eggs. In which case, the likes of Sayyid Ali Shah Gilani, who Naeem Khan works with very closely as his trusted lieutenant, or Yasin Malik, or Mirwaiz Umar Farooq should have come out and said that we disassociate ourselves from Naeem Khan.
Absolutely.
Let the law take its own course. Let there be an investigation. If he's guilty of arson, if he's guilty of creating unrest, if he has burned schools in Kashmir, he must pay for it. All of them behaving like classic ostriches, digging their head in the sand and hoping that this investigation will go away. The reality is the dark, deep, devious truth about the Hurriyat conference has been laid bare. It's in full public eye, and there's no going away from it. That's the reality. And that's the reality that is hurting and pinching these crooks in the Hurriyat, which is why they are now attempting browbeating, intimidating, and beating up our correspondents. And we're not going to leave Srinagar. We're going to chase this story, chase this all the way till the very end, Avantika.
Absolutely, Rahul. Thank you so much for joining us. And Kamaljeet, I'll request you to stay on with us. But Kamaljeet, in fact, sent us this report a short while back, this after she was assaulted along with her camera person. And this is what she has to say.
The India Today crew has been assaulted by JKLF leader Yasin Malik, and these are no goons of Hurriyat. This is a top senior leader of JKLF, very unbecoming of him. We had gone there after the India Today expose only to ask as to why no one has come in defense of Naeem Khan. We rang the doorbell in Mysuma. We were led up by the sister of Yasin Malik. She opened the door. Yasin Malik was lying in his bed. We told him we'll wait outside. He asked me why you are here. I told him we've been trying to call him since morning. There was no response. We thought we'll just meet him and ask him question on camera. To which he got extremely agitated. He kept saying we're working for an agency. I told him we are an India Today reporter. We've been coming to Kashmir for a very long time. After which we also said that there are allegations about how that there are people in Hurriyat who've been goading stone pelters to come out and stone pelt. What does he have to say in that defense? We said we'll step aside, we'll wait for him to come out. But he got so agitated, he came out, he snatched my phone saying I'm doing a sting. I told him there is no question of doing a sting, that he's not one of the leaders that we had stung in our expose. We only came up for a reaction after that. And then thereafter, he took away my phone. He broke it. He assaulted my camera person. When it was broken, the hand, the palm of the Yasin Malik was cut. And when he slapped the camera person, that's where you see these are the blood marks, the trail. We had to immediately retreat. He could have refused to answer a question, but he didn't do that. Instead, he chose to assault us.
Okay, shocking, absolutely, just how India Today's correspondent and video journalist was attacked by Yasin Malik when they had approached him at his residence. Only for a reaction, he grabbed our journalist's phone and smashed it. You're seeing the visuals there on your screens. Such a shocking, incident that has taken place. India Today has also spoken to Jammu and Kashmir Chief Minister yesterday over the sting operation that had exposed the Hurriyat leaders. Now, clearly, the Chief Minister seems to have changed her stand. Let's just listen in as she suggests the presence of good and bad Hurriyat in the valley, and she even speaks about the assault on our crew. Let's just hear that reaction first.
Ma'am, your response is very critical at the moment because we want to know how the government is.
Well, see, we need to differentiate between people who really want to restore peace and normalcy in the state, and those people who have made it a business to keep the valley on fire. So we need to distinguish between the two. Majority of the people in our state, they want to restore peace, they want peace with dignity and honor, they want development, they want their youth to progress. But there is a section of people, as you have mentioned, who have themselves, accepted that they get money and they use money to disrupt the peace and tranquility of the state. And so there is a law of the land which is going to deal with it accordingly.
So, ma'am, will there be a rethink on the way you engage with the stakeholders?
I said already, we just can't, see everybody through the same glasses. There are people who want peace with dignity and honor. There are people who want to disrupt the peace. So we will have to differentiate between the two.
I'm going to go straight across now to India Today's Divina, in fact, who joins us from Srinagar. Divina, so you just got that reaction from the Chief Minister yesterday. I just wonder, so the attack on Kamaljeet and our video journalist, was it the handiwork of a good Hurriyat or a bad Hurriyat? And if there is a bad Hurriyat, who makes that distinction? And if there is a compelling evidence to show how they are hell-bent on inciting violence to ensure that the valley is on the boil, why no action has been taken by the Chief Minister?
Absolutely, Avantika. In fact, we should tell our viewers also that Mehbooba Mufti has spoken also to managing editor of India Today, Rahul Kanwal, in a message. She's very categorically stated Jammu and Kashmir Chief Minister calls to, in fact, condemn, saying you have done historic service by exposing the real faces of these leaders. My compliments to you and the India Today team. A lot of these stone pelters are being paid money by the Hurriyat to cause trouble in Kashmir, and now the reality has been exposed. Jammu and Kashmir government will act against these people, and that's what she said yesterday as well when she was interacting with us, that there are those who want peace in the valley. But when she says there's a distinction that needs to be done, bad separatists and good separatists. Now it's interesting to see how the BJP will respond to that, because BJP so far has maintained that there should not be any third-party interaction, and when you talk about separatists, they are completely off the negotiating table. And it's a great change of stand that we've also seen after the India Today sting operation by Jammu and Kashmir Chief Minister, who's admitted on camera that yes, we have seen separatist leaders taking money, and yes, we have seen that fact that money is coming from across the border to fuel unrest.
That's clinching proof,
valley,
right? That's clinching proof of how Pakistan finances violence in the valley and how these separatists, in fact, have been doing that for years. My question is, that I wonder, is mere condemnation enough? Isn't it time now that the state government really acts on, first of all, making that distinction and then acting against the so-called bad Hurriyat?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And Avantika, how do you start by doing that? As India Today has exposed that there are Hurriyat leaders who are under house arrest but still operating with impunity as well. When I spoke also to Jammu and Kashmir Finance Minister, he said terror funding network needs to be first clamped down. The way they're planning to do that as well is, as the NIA has been roped in, it will be a multi-level probe in which now the terror funding that is coming to Valley will be the focus, and those who are bankrolling these Pak agents here in the Valley would now be directly leading up through the NIA probe, and they will be coming inside the hand of the law. And yesterday, Jammu and Kashmir Chief Minister has also said that be it a separatist leader, but if you are crossing the line, then law will take its action and nobody would be spared. And as you mentioned correctly, that it is the leaders who've been funded from across the border from Pakistan, and it's time now that they will have to pay for the kind of activities they've been spreading for years in the valley. India Today sting operations just removed the mask for the real faces. And I can tell you, Avantika, being here in Srinagar, that our entire team is on ground. In fact, even after the assault that had taken place on Kamaljeet, she's been here reporting, and we're trying to reach out to as many leaders as possible. And all of them, in one voice, have condemned the violence that's been instigated from Yasin Malik, and also the sting operation has been hailed here in the valley.
Absolutely. Stay safe, Divina. And that's really the message coming out there. You expose rampant corruption, and then you're attacked. And this is exactly what happened to India Today's TV reporter and video journalist.